Hi, it's MarVeena's Meek. I'm the Ghost Queen from Dallas, Texas. Today we're going to continue our psychic development training with some information about the pineal gland. The pineal gland is called King Pineal, and it is the counterpart of the Queen Pituitary gland. For most people, the pineal gland is very dormant and it's sort of grayish in color, and you don't get a lot of information from it until it is been stimulated and activated by the pituitary gland. When you begin to awaken your pituitary gland and you do meditations that activate and stimulate the pituitary gland, the pituitary gland then begins to send out signals to the pineal gland to help awaken what we call her sleeping mate. And so you have the king pineal and the queen pituitary. And also, when you begin to activate the pineal, the kundalini begins to send out cosmic fires from the spine, so that the pineal is being activated from both the kundalini and the spinal region through what is called the fourth ventricle, and also from the front lobe of the pituitary through what they call the third ventricle into the pineal. So when it is stimulated from both sides, it begins to wake up and it starts to pulsate and send out signals to the brain. And it begins to create currents and receive information and send information to the pituitary gland. A fully activated brain is when we have what we call the sacred marriage of Queen Pituitary and the King Pineal. We can only activate our true full psychic potential when all areas of the brain are fully activated. And we want to do this in what I call a beauty way, where it is not activated through trauma, which is how my activation happened was through a near-death experience. And I don't want that for you. I want you to activate your natural talent in a more natural way so that you can have the beauty of the experience without the trauma of it. One of the really powerful exercises that we can use to help stimulate the pineal gland is a hatha yoga breathing technique. And what you want to do is just visualize like lavender light, and it's all activated through our breath. And so you want to pretend or imagine that there is a beautiful bubble of lavender light that is right in front of your third eye. And as you inhale, you want to breathe in this lavender light and just breathe it in and just imagine it going into your third eye and just see it sinking all the way back through the brain, through the pineal gland, and into the medulla oblongata, and then take that breath all the way down into the spine and let it kind of mingle with the kundalini energy in the spine, and then just see it float back up and like a really thin cord. Think of it like a straw that's coming up your back, and just see that really fine lavender mist come back into the brain and come back up through the kundalini into the fourth ventricle and then into the pineal gland, and just let it roll around inside the pineal gland for like 30 seconds, and then just allow the whole breath to sort of evaporate through your crown. This is a really nice way of stimulating the pineal gland and in a beauty way. And you want to do about 5 of these a day and work with them for 21 days in doing this exercise, and just keep notes of your experience and how you feel afterwards. You want to make sure that you ground really well, both before your meditation and then after your meditation. If you have questions, just send me an email. I'll be happy to answer any of the questions that you have. And if you would like to learn more about psychic and spiritual development techniques, you are welcome to join one of my apprenticeship programs. Thank you and have a great day.